Sticking with NVIDIA-related news, it briefly surpassed Amazon in market cap today. And of course, right now, it seems like anything NVIDIA touches or even maybe sniffs turns to gold. Call it the Taylor Swift of stocks. An example, chip designer ARM Holdings up nearly 30% today. In 1 week, the value of ARM, it's kind of an ignored mid-cap semiconductor company based in England, has doubled. Company cites NVIDIA's use of ARM's technology as a long-term growth driver. ARM Holdings, which, by the way, was a different stock until it was taken private in 2016, now is bigger than Texas Instruments, Uber, or Boeing. It's nearly 11 United Airlines. And as wild as that is, there's this, which we did not even want to mention, but kind of have to because of what's going on. It's a tiny company called Beamr Imaging. Beamr is an Israeli video technology company. They basically help compress video to take up ledge storage space. One analyst covers the stock. They have 25 employees. They only went public last March, and the stock really did nothing until now, bounced between like $1 and $4. But they just announced a forthcoming partnership with NVIDIA. So Beamr went from being a $2 stock on Friday to at one point $35 today, before falling 25 bucks back down off that high. Still, even with that close, up 371% today. Your next guest calls it algos gone wild. That would be CNBC contributor Herb Greenberg, also the editor of Substack. Herb Greenberg on the street out. So you're saying the computers have taken control, Herb?
The computers have taken control. They've been taking control. And this is just one of those great examples of, Brian, it's just insanity. I mean, when you look at Beamr and you look at what's really going on, is it really a partnership? I mean, this is a company none of us have ever heard of until today. Most of us have never heard of. There was a headline. The headline says, Beamr and NVIDIA team up to accelerate adoption, blah, blah, blah. And is that what they're really doing? They're going to announce some joint study at a conference later this month. And as one friend who knows this industry says to me, he says, this stupid company has transcoded for years, constantly bragging about its partners and still only doing a couple of $1 million in revenues. The only difference now is they're partnering with NVIDIA on the same boring thing that there'll be a lot of competition for. So this is just a market that sees something. NVIDIA is the magnet. It's pulling up anything remotely related. And I think, Brian, that becomes a potential problem for investors who hop on the bandwagon and think, as always is the case, they think they're smarter than everybody else, and there will be an empty bag, and an empty bag will be.
The one thing I saw, I went to their website, and again, I don't want to be, I'm not making this as a definitive statement, but what I saw what you said, but they were also the company, and they could be a fantastic company, again, not saying it either way, but basically their video compression technology, I think, just runs on NVIDIA chips also. And so they have the NVIDIA logo, sort of like we're working with NVIDIA because the NVIDIA, we probably have stuff here at CNBC that's powered by NVIDIA.
Yeah, and that's no reason to invest in a company. If you look, the press release talks about that the technology is backed by giants like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. When you first look at it, you go, wait a second, does this company have a relationship? And then you go and you dig through their filings, and you realize they have different business relationships with this company. Look, they've got the revenues, Brian. Here's what you need to know. The revenues, about $3 million. This is a tiny company. They got a big break here with a great press release. We'll see where it is in a week. Let's talk about it in a week.
Yeah, we will.